So today is the 2nd of May 2026 as I'm recording this video. And I noticed, I've learned some things, I've noticed some things and all of that. And all the things I still have noticed recently, especially now that I've kind of started making money, not anything serious, not anything crazy, but at least compared to before when I was broke as shit. Like a little bit of money comes into my hand now, I can afford things, I can, go where I want. But I'm still broke most of the time anyway because of what I'm about to talk about. I noticed that this money goes by very quickly, right? So, in my job, I don't really like calling them jobs because yes, I do work a job, but like the job is so flexible that it almost feels like a business or freelancing, something like that. But anyways, in my job, my hustle, right? So I make a little bit of money and before I know it, a few days later, I'm broke again. Right. And I always used to wonder like where does this money used to go? Like how does this money slip through my hands so fast? But then I remembered what my brother told me when we were in school. Um, much broker. So back then when we were in school, our parents used to give us like money to survive and all that because we're in the university and we're staying like the hostel and stuff of that nature. So maybe for this week now they'll give us like 2,000 naira. So I'm talking in terms of naira because I live in Nigeria as well. Basically, just think about it that they'll give you money that is basically, let's say money that is enough for just one day. They give you for the entire week to live off of till next week when you come home, next weekend when you come home again before you like get. So and it was always usually annoying, but obviously that's all my parents had, so that's what they would give you. Even when they had money, they give you. But it was always annoying because obviously like money is so tiny and you can barely use it to do anything, right? But my elder brother had a different mindset on approach. So at this time it was me, my elder brother, and my cousin that this used to happen to me. Right? So my elder brother always kept saying something that if with this little amount of money they give us, that basically one day worth of money was supposed to do it for 1 week, you can't save a certain percentage of it. That when you get huge amount of money, because your mindset will be that okay, this money is so small, I can't, I can barely even live off of it. So definitely I won't be able to save anything or do anything significant, right? But my brother used to argue against that because it's like if you can't save or manage this money as tiny as it is, when money that is much larger and this comes by, you probably won't still be able to do it. Like you might think the size of the money matters, but it's actually not about the size of the money, it's about you, the person with the money, right? And I didn't used to fully believe this before because it's like yes, it's true, but at the same time, bro, like this is money for a day. Like what the fuck are you supposed to save inside this thing, right? But fast forward now, a few months slash years later, about a year and a half, or something like that. So we're out of school, or me not completely because I kind of failed some courses and had a little bit of issues with my results and all that. So I've graduated, but at the same time not fully. But anyways, out of school anyways, and I'm working now. Like I have a job, I have sources of income. Like I said, nothing crazy, nothing spectacular, nothing supernatural or anything like that. It's just that now the money is like 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times more than I ever used to make, right? Like it's crazy because like yes, like I said, I'm not rich or anything like that, but like I have decent bit of money, right? So, and if I really want to like maybe pay for something or get something, I can like work hard to be able to afford that. So now you think that okay, since I'm making this much money, right? It's like I should be able to save, I should be able to manage, I should be able to do this, do that. But the issue is still the same, right? The issue is still like the exact same thing as when we're in school. Maybe now a little bit better because I have bigger numbers I'm playing with, but it's practically still the same thing. And it's made me realize like what my brother said was true, that it's not necessarily about the money, it's about you, the person, because like you said, if you can't manage money that is small, when you have big money, you can't like you won't be able to manage it. And whether that is because you intentionally spend it, stupidly, or unintentionally, the world just comes around, steals this from it because all of a sudden you wake up and there's bills, there's emergency, there's this, there's that, which is absolutely fucking true. Even in terms of having bigger amount of money to play with, right? So it's a lesson that I've learned and I'm trying to, get better at, because when I found this realization, I was like, wow. Because especially when I'm looking at how much has flowed through my account since I started this job, right? So how much I've made since I started working this job. So I don't feel like calling them jobs because yes, they are jobs, but at the same time, like we have so much freedom and flexibility that I wonder if you can fully call it a job. Like a lot of people see this as their dream job. Like in terms of the freedom, I'll say that's my favorite part of working these jobs. Like it's a lot flexible, it's very flexible, and it's more like results driven, right? So it's like even if you don't show up, like you don't come out for 100 days or let's just say 30 days, 1 full month, as long as you bring your results, nobody really cares, right? But if you come out for 1 full month and bring in the results, like everybody will see pissed at you. But anyways, I don't remember what I was talking about. But the point I was trying to make is like, if you can't be faithful to little, you won't be faithful to a lot. And I don't think this thing goes in terms of time as well. If you're thinking, okay, I need the perfect time, I'm working jobs now, or I'm in school, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I don't have time to do this, I don't have this, I don't have that. It's still going to be like the same thing, right? You would think that, oh, it's because I don't have any free time, that's why I'm not able to start X, I'm not able to start this thing or this, whatever. But you'll be surprised that once that free time is available, you still won't do it, right? So you will realize it's not about the free time, it's about something. And like I said, today is already May 2nd as I'm recording this video. Trying to cook something. I'm sweating as fuck. But the point is like, when everybody was like, especially those of us in 2020, like, oh, from 2026, I'm going to start working out, I'm going to take my side also serious, I'm going to do this, I'm going to be a change person, this, that. Today is May 2nd right now, and how many of us have actually still been doing that? So, if we could not start like today, right here, right now, these very moments, don't think some magical new year or maybe you get to go on a holiday or you finally graduate or whatever thing is happening. Like it's not going to change your situation. It's still you, right? So if you don't do shit about what is happening in your life, like everything is going to remain exactly the same, right? And in terms of money as well, like, I was looking through how much I've made since I started this job when I started working till date, and it's a lot of money. It's a huge amount of money. Okay, nothing crazy, like I said, a lot now, but like it's significant. It's pretty significant, honestly. Like the best way I can give, or best I can say, without saying direct numbers, is maybe the money I might be able to buy like a small car or a little land or something like that. Okay, maybe not to that extent, sure, but at the same time, kind of. All this money, nothing to show for it, right? Nothing saved, nothing like I'm still broke as shit. So it's one of those things I definitely realize it's not about what the tools you have. It's about how you use those tools. Right? Like guy with a lot and he's shit at managing a lot is going to still be shit, right? The end is still shit. But the guy with little that is very good at managing it is going to still work out. And I think there's this part in the Bible that the master left like talents for his servants and he traveled. So when he came back, the guy that he left the most talents with, that the guy had made like a lot more, like he had 10x his talents. But the guy left not so much with, he had still like 5x it. But the guy only left one with, he just left it and said, oh, it's just one, so I can't do much with it. And guess what? The master took that one talent to just find it. So it's like, if the talent or time or money you're giving, you don't do much with it, it's going to be taken away from you. So my storage is about to run out now. So I have to end this video.